So I just wanted to take a second real quick and walk you through some of the back end functionality of the forum. There's not a whole lot in the back end. Most of it's already set. Most of the things that we'll be doing are on the front end anyway. But there are a few things that I wanted to point out. If you're logged into the forum, you can click on the account area, click on dashboard. This is going to take you to an area. Typically, this is actually the screen that you'll hit first, and it just kind of shows you, how many people have hit the site, how many discussions, comments, things like that. This is information that, maybe just for curiosity you can see. But the biggest area, and most of the moderation settings are done, most of the the configuration is already done, so there really won't be much time anybody will need to spend in those areas at this point because we've kind of got that all set. But the big area is the analytics area. In this area, you've got some different numbers. So you've got the number of questions asked, number of questions answered, number of answers accepted, and we'll talk about kind of what these numbers exactly mean in a different video because we'll walk through how to accept an answer and what that really means. And then are the two big numbers, the ones that we track pretty close because they're the ones that we have found are really good indicators of how well we're doing in helping users. That is number one, average time to answer. And this is basically once somebody posts a question in the forum, how quickly did someone respond to them? So just in general, how quickly did they get some sort of response? That's what this number is. And then you've got the average time to accept. And that number, like I say, we'll talk about in another video what accepting an answer means. But what this basically means is how quickly was their question resolved. So, now what's also nice about this is you can quickly see how the different teams are doing. So for example, let's say we want to know how the Spanish team's doing. We can click on the Spanish team and we can see. We don't have anything here right now for this date range because we've just been testing. So, but we could see exactly how the Spanish team's doing, and some of the charts are here as well. For English, since right now we have our English teams broken up into the different platforms, you can also look at those as well. So you can do the English category, and then for example, you could pick the Android subcategory and see how they're doing, and you could get that information here. So you can see that info here. So that's kind of the analytics area. That's really, and you can also set the date range up here as well if you want to kind of see a custom range and see how the team is doing. That's the analytics area of the back end of the forum. Like I say, that's really about all that we would spend time on in the back end of the forum because almost everything else happens on the front end, and we'll walk through that in a different video. Thanks.